For over 70 years, people travel to the Scobie Diner for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But for some, it was much more.
Saturday, it was a 9 to 5 shift. I could tell you what I wore. I was 13 years old. I'm 47. So for 33 years, I got up and went to the same place to work.
For 33 years, Sandy Winder owned and worked at the Little Neck Diner. Not anymore. Instead of handing out menus, she reminisces at home.
I looked at this in a while.
The diner was a staple of the Queens community until it closed in December. After the lease expired, higher property taxes and other costs forced the owners to shut down.
We fought for a year, trying to obtain the property, trying to make the right decision for everybody concerned.
Along with Scobie, 3 other historic diners across Queens also went under in just the past 5 years. But why? Why are so many of these vintage icons vanishing? Some experts say it's more than just rising costs.
The immigrant generation, they don't want their offspring to become or get involved into diners. They want them to become professionals, so lawyers, doctors, dentists, accountants.
And one station will be over here, cooking breakfast. The station here will be the salads.
Most diners in the area are owned by Greeks. It's been this way since the first wave of immigration to America. They started in diners because they wanted to start a life for themselves.
Everybody starts at the bottom, you know. You don't automatically become the boss. You know, you don't automatically become a head chef. You got to work your way up. So he was showing me what he did. That's what he did. He didn't speak the language. So when you don't speak the language, they show you how to peel potatoes, they show you how to peel shrimp, you wash dishes.
Mike Panagatos' father did not want him to take over the family business. It was Mike's own passion that kept him in the kitchen and led him to become a cook.
I always liked the business. I liked the excitement of it, the action of the kitchen. And it's a challenge. Every day is a new day.
The Empress Diner has been around for more than a half a century. In many ways, it's the same, but it's different too.
We renovated about 11 years ago. So actually that's probably the next thing we're going to start, sprucing it up. But when we renovated, we expanded it, making it one of the largest diners on Long Island. And we also, the outside, if you see, we made it a timeless look.
Unlike other restaurants, the menu options here are endless. Here at Empress Diner, the diner has changed their menu dozens of times, and they say it's just to keep up with the times.
The owner of this diner came here and consulted with me on ideas.
Every year, the business is tougher, more competition, and changing taste buds. But the Empress Diner still remains successful. For the second year in a row now, the Long Island Press voted Empress the second best diner on Long Island. Mike attributes their ability to survive to their willingness to change.
You have to be creative, you have to be innovative, you have to keep up with the times. And diners who are basically don't have that creativity, either their owner is not a culinary background or they don't have a chef with a culinary background from a culinary school, those are the diners that have been going by the wayside, unfortunately.
Just down the road from Empress, there's the Colony Diner. In 2010, the owners remodeled to cater to a younger crowd, and they say they've succeeded. But it hasn't been easy.
It's a lot of hard work, a lot of hours, no holidays. You got to be here every holiday. Weekends is 12, 13-hour shifts. You get no Christmas off, no Easter, nothing off. You have to be here.
Theodoros has been in the business for 40 years now. He says this type of work requires a lot of commitment, something that his family warned him about decades ago.
I'm close to retirement, but if I have to do it all again, probably will not get involved. I would have listened to my father and go to school.
Nicholas says it's up to this generation to save the diner industry.
The old fashioned are going to die, on one hand, because they don't understand the changes that happen in both societies, Greek community and American society. And the other is that the descendants of those immigrants, they see an opportunity to continue it, but they have to transform it.
So in 20 years, will Empress still be around?
My son will not be able to take over. My daughter is not going to want to take over. If the Empress Diner is here, it will be here without me.
Maybe like the Scobie Diner, just a memory.
I miss it. My whole life was spent there. And it's hard going down Little Neck Parkway every day.
With more diners closing than opening, it's clearly an uphill battle. Maria Betzios, HNN.